Hey, bro.
Bro, what's up?
Should I bulk or should I cut, bro?
Fuck, man, we don't even know.
I don't know. Do you know? Now you're about to find out.
All right.
Let's go. Yo, what up, guys? It's your man, Big Brandon Carter, and I'm here with a very special guest, my man, J Max Fitness. All right, he runs one of the most popular fitness Instagram pages on the whole Instagram internet. You should definitely follow him. You should definitely check it out.
I'm like the Kim Kardashian of fitness.
He's like the Kim Kardashian of fitness, man. And that would make me Ray J. All right, so listen, what we're going to talk about, J-Max is actually a goddamn aerospace engineer, rocket scientist. Like, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
No bullshit. But he said, you know what, fuck these planes and satellites. I'm going to focus on helping these guys build muscle. And since I have a goddamn rocket science here, I feel like we can answer a question you guys always ask. How do I know when to bulk or when to cut? And we both have similar views on that. J-Max, when do you think is appropriate for a human male to cut weight?
So first of all, if you're asking the question, should I bulk or should I cut? You're probably too fat and you need to cut.
Yeah, your fat ass need to cut.
Because if you're lean, it's very, very easy to build muscle. Mm-hmm. But if you're not lean, you're just going to gain more and more fat.
Let's just say that. Like, I've been trying to tell people that. Like, so a lot of guys on the internet, they'll say, oh man, just bulk, and you'll, like, if you're skinny fat, you got the little Bart Simpson going on, right? And they'll say, oh, just bulk, and then you'll burn off that extra fat. No, you're gonna get fatter. You'll put on some muscle, but you'll be on top of some fat, you know?
The only way that works is if you're like super skinny fat, but a beginner.
Your first year.
Because, yeah, first month, because then you're actually going to get your newbie gains, and you're going to build so much muscle that your body fat percentage is actually going to drop.
Yeah.
That's the only time you can bulk, when you're like that. But any other time, if you're above 14%, 13% body fat, you need to cut before the bulk.
And there's a lot of good reasons for that. For one, if you are lean already, like if you're like, 10% body fat and then you put on 5 pounds, it's going to look way more impressive than if you're 15, 20% body fat and put on 5 pounds of muscle. It probably won't even be noticeable.
No.
But if you're lean and you put on muscle, man.
It's only noticeable if you're like wearing a t-shirt because you're kind of filling out the t-shirt more. Yeah. But as soon as you take off your shirt, you kind of just look the same, or you still just kind of look fat.
Yeah, you're like a little blob, man. You actually just look fatter, you know what I'm saying? And you probably are a little fatter because you have to be in a caloric surplus to put on muscle.
Yeah.
Some people say all you need to do is get stronger. What say you?
I like it if someone gets stronger.
Yeah.
But they gotta have the protein and they gotta have the calories to support that.
You gotta have the calories, man. In fact, who the strongest people in the world? Powerlifters, right? Mm-hmm. Probably the strongest people on earth.
Yeah.
And their whole sport is predicated on getting stronger without gaining weight. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the requisite. That's how they judge. You have to get stronger
too, yeah.
In the weight class. You know what I mean? And or boxers or any kind of combat athlete. They want to get stronger and faster, but without gaining weight. Being stronger doesn't automatically equal size.
Right. Especially for them though, because they're doing as minimum as possible just to get stronger.
Yeah.
And they're not eating enough to support the growth.
I say that to say getting stronger is not enough.
So if you're already fat and you're in a caloric surplus, the weight that you gain is going to be more fat than muscle. So it doesn't even make sense because let's say you're 16% body fat, you gain 5 pounds. 4 pounds of that's going to be fat, and 1 pound of that is going to be muscle. And
you have to cut anyway.
Yeah, you're going to end up having to cut anyway, and the way you look, you're just going to look fatter.
Yeah, you're going to look way fatter. And what's worse is when you get around 15% body fat and higher, you're actually less insulin sensitive. So it's easier for you to put on fat, right? Your testosterone starts to drop and your estrogen starts to increase. And you exacerbate that by getting even fatter. So it's like a snowball effect in the opposite direction. So what should you do, J-Max?
All right, so you need to cut first. You need to be able to learn how to stand. Cut first, get down to like 10%, 8%. Like, it'll be an aggressive cut. I like to say, if you can see your abs, you're lean enough to bulk.
Same shit I said.
Yeah, okay,
Same
perfect.
shit I said,
yeah, if you can see your abs, you are lean enough to start bulking up. So
it's almost time to cut.
Almost. So you go up until your 6-pack turns into a 4-pack. That's the fattest I would ever get.
Yeah.
And then once you get there, you're going to just get lean again. So you can go back and forth.
Yeah.
You can get lean, then bulk up until your 6-pack turns into a 4-pack, then get lean again. It's just cycling.
Because what you don't want to do is stay above 15% body fat, because like I said, you're less insulin sensitive, your testosterone starts to drop and your estrogen starts to rise, and it's a snowball effect in the wrong direction, you know. And here's the thing, once you get leaner, what happens? You're more insulin sensitive, especially when you come straight off of a diet. Some people will do like, they'll work their way up slowly, they'll reverse diet, right? Not me. If yesterday was the last day to cut, today's the first day to bulk. And what I've noticed is it's like kind of like an anabolic effect. It's
that
kind of
rebound,
like,
right?
Yeah, it's like a rebound. It's like when you squeeze a sponge dry and then you put it right under water, sucks all that it sucks everything
all that
out.
good stuff.
But if you take a sponge that's already full of water and then put it on, what do you get? Spillover. What does that mean? Fat.
Which you don't want.
I think that was a good analogy or simile, whatever it was. I ain't as smart as you. I'm not a rocket scientist. I wish there was like a plan, like a real.
Fuck, man. I wish there was a plan too.
Like if somebody would have wrote a book, like a real smart
Can you
guy.
imagine if someone wrote the book on muscle? Imagine how helpful that would
Would they
be.
talk about this, when to cut and when to bulk, and how to do it?
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be dope, man. Somebody should write a book like that.
Boom.
Boom. My man J-Max did write the book on it. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. And you know what? I know what you're thinking. Well, man, if a goddamn rocket scientist writes a book on muscle, yeah, it's gotta cost at least, I don't know, $7,000-$8,000, right? And yeah, it should, man. But this goofy motherfucker is giving it away for free. All you gotta do is pay shipping. All right, all you gotta do is pay shipping, and he breaks down the whole system of when to cut, when to bulk, how to do it the right way. And it's like a lot of the protocols that I've been preaching on this channel, you know, like with higher frequency workouts, some full body stuff, some upper body lower splits, and, you know, push pull legs. He breaks it down really well. My only issue with this is there was no options for those of us who want to gain muscle on keto.
Yeah, someone fucked up there.
Someone did that thing, yeah. It's not rocket science. So what I did was, if you get his book, it's free. All you gotta do is pay shipping. Links in below. All you gotta do is pay shipping, and he'll send it to you. If you get that, I will also add my guide to keto bulking. This is the only way you can get it. I've never released this. It's the only way you can get it. My guide to bulking on keto for those of us who like to. So why would you bulk on keto? Well, for me, I don't like the feeling of like bulking and eating all that food, and you know, you get all tired and the itis. It's like a full-time job eating that much. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. With keto, I don't get that feeling.
You always got the energy.
I always got the energy. I'm fresh, and the food is so calorically dense that you don't have to eat as much. Like it's not as massive.
Oh,
the
yeah,
food's
yeah.
not as massive, so it's not like you're sitting on it, and I just feel better, and I don't put on as much fat. Like I stay leaner. I'll show you guys how to do that. There's several different ways. You can do straight keto bulking. You can do a targeted keto bulk, where it's like you have a little bit of carbs right before your workout, and I'll explain how to do that. Or you can do a cyclical keto approach, where you do have some carb days. I'll break it down in the free guide, only for people who get the muscle book, man. Link in the description. Hey, you should follow J-Max on Instagram. He has a really cool Instagram page. I'm sure my video editor will put the link up here somewhere. And you should follow me on Instagram. And if not, man, fuck you too. No, I'm just kidding. You can follow me. It's cool. All right, guys. Peace.